Philadelphia, just this fall, an elections official was convicted for paying people to fraudulently fill out ballots and count ballots in the city of Philadelphia. There have been numerous cases around the nation. What we saw that was different over these past 18 months is that one individual, Mark Zuckerberg, poured $400 million into the election that went into local governments to tell them in Democrat strongholds how to run their election. Now that's extraordinary. The federal government appropriated $400 million. He matched it. That's like a shadow government. And the actions of those officials that he paid and what he dictated that they do definitively helped Mr. Biden. And that's a violation of the Equal Protections Clause of the United States Constitution. That's deeply concerning to us. And we've been raising that alarm bell now for several months. Yes, it's what we see this time is very coordinated, much of that because of the flow of Mr. Zuckerberg's money, and it is widespread. This is one of the most lawless elections. Under the fear of COVID, they used COVID as an excuse for all this. This was one of the most lawless elections in U.S. history.
In total, I saw 24 Gaylords. Where's that bot? Right here. You got this guy right here. That's kind of a good representation of a Gaylord, all right? They're not usually put together with duct tape, though. Here you go. This is pretty good, too. But for a visual, I mean, that will work, all right? The supervisor told me to drive to Lancaster without being unloaded in Harrisburg. This made no sense to me. I knew the ballots were loaded for Harrisburg, and that if I was to go to Lancaster, they would have to off-unload my ballot or those pallets in Lancaster to take off Lancaster stuff, to put the ballots back on the trailer, to send them back to Harrisburg. Doesn't make no sense. I then drove to Lancaster, unhooked my trailer in its normal place, and then drove my truck to where I always park it in a nearby lot, and then I went home. The next day, it just got weirder. As I arrived at Lancaster's United States Postal Service facility with my tractor, I went to hook up to my trailer, and my trailer was gone. What happened on October 21st was a series of unusual events that cannot be a coincidence. I know I saw ballots with return addresses filled out, thousands of them, thousands, loaded onto my trailer in New York and headed for Pennsylvania.